let me actually mark this. The last of the 2,500. We are at that point once again in our SCP streaming live. Ain't that something? I wonder if Casabon will join today, because I want to thank him and ask him something, because I want to thank them for notifying me on the couple mistakes that have been happening in the recent uploads of my SCP videos, which I did not pay attention to them, because I tried to like get them out pretty quickly, since they take a while. It takes a while to get them all done. One was that the description was wrong, which that is an easy, quick, like 10-second fix. While the other one is missing entire audio, which I'm like, ugh. And I was looking which video that was, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's on the PC in Switzerland, so that one for some reason, hold on a minute. Yeah, we're good. That one for some reason really just I mean it's old. It's like 5 years old now. Which in PC terms is pretty old. Streaming SCP reading on it should not cause any difficulties, but it does. It just sometimes it just collapses. So I think something must have happened halfway through where the audio just decided to like, I don't work anymore. I'm gone. Which I don't know which part. I don't know why that happened. It honestly makes me a little bit anxious thinking about like future streams in Switzerland, because if that happens more often, again, I guess I just have to double check, but it's just so annoying to like stream there now because the PC just cannot handle it anymore. And of course, the easy solution is like, why don't you just make your PC stronger, or why don't you just like buff it up a little bit? I'm like, yeah, that's true. I could just do that, but that's a temporary solution, you know. I'd rather just work hard, earn some cash, and then buy a whole entirely new PC that's very powerful, just like this one right here. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. I already looked up who the author is for this one, a author called Multi-Scoop, and from what I can tell, that here, at least here, which is interesting, because like, I always thought you needed more. Well, to be fair, they have only three. They only have three SCPs here, but it does look like they have made some other stuff that might have sorry. Yeah, it looks like they made some other stuff that might be the reason why they have an authors page, because I was like, wait a minute, doesn't it usually need to be more than 3? But in this case, they only have 3, and I also like because seeing the 3 that have here next to it is called, we have like tiles vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and even there's here Multi-Scoop's ice cream stand. Welcome to Multi-Scoop's ice cream stand. So I wonder if this is going to be the case where each SCP has something to do with ice cream, or like if they will have a specific theme around their anomalies that they wrote. Because it's also like the okay, so it looks like they have 3 anomalies and then a tail called which has rainbow sprinkles on it. That's pretty, honestly, pretty clever stuff. Yeah, so the very first one, which is vanilla, is the very first one of this from Multi-Scoop that we get to read, is called Trailer Trash. Beautiful. Okay, let's there we go. Let's dive right in. We starting okay. We starting with a Keter. Well then. Special team procedures. Containment of SCP-2590 itself is not currently possible. SCP-2590 has remained within the city limits of Birmingham, Alabama, since it has been under Foundation surveillance. There's also Birmingham here in the US. Man, do you guys have there's so many like names in the US that's just from Europe. It's crazy to think about. I was shocked when I found out like that the US have their own version of their own London, and I was like, what do you mean? SCP-2590 is filled with a tracking beacon pinging its location to specialized handheld devices, which are provided to all operatives of MTF Gamma 133 Street Sweepers. Public knowledge of SCP-2590's existence is to be contained by confiscation of video footage and photographs and administration of Class A amnestics to eyewitnesses. 2 plainclothed members of Mobile Task Force Gamma 133 Street Sweepers are to trail SCP-2590 in the Foundation-provided civilian vehicle at all times, and changing shifts with another pair of operators every 4 hours. Vehicles are to be equipped with dashboard video cameras, which are to be recording at all times. In the event SCP-2590 pulls over to the side of the road or in a parking lot, the pursuing operatives are to park directly behind SCP-2590 with a full view of the trailer door and notify the active situation room commander of MTF Gamma 133 Street Sweepers immediately. The operative occupying the passenger side of the vehicle is to take written notes of his/her observations. On the note, wait a minute. I felt a little bit of a stiffness there. Under no circumstances are personnel to approach -1. Is there ever an SCP that, like, you know, where it would says like civilians are allowed to approach it? You know what I mean? That's never going to happen, right? There's always going to be like, under no circumstance. I'm like, is there ever a circumstance where it's like, yeah, you know, it's cool for people to just have a chat with them. Description: SCP-2590 is a semi-trailer truck of an International Pro-Star day cab make with an attached trailer. It lacks a license plate on either the front or rear bumper. Ooh, that's illegal. Imagine if that's the only problem that this anomaly has. It doesn't have a license plate. It's like, oh no. What a weird SCP. It's an SCP. It's a vehicle that doesn't have a license plate. The model's manufacturer, Navistar International, claims to have no knowledge of ever producing a vehicle like SCP-2590. That's also very common, isn't it? Trust me, reading 2,590 of these things, plus more. Having like, hey, the company that this specific vehicle belongs to being like, we don't remember making this, is very, yeah, SCP level writing right there. That's up to par to the anomaly world. Observation of the driver's cabin shows a humanoid figure in the driver's seat designated -1. -1's appearance is that of a shadow or silhouette, lacking any identifying physical features. -1's significance to the function of SCP-2590 is currently unknown. However, it has been proven to have an amnestic-like effect on humans approaching it on foot. Because of this, Foundation personnel have been unable to question it. Reminds me of the other, like, it was a van, though, if I recall correctly. A van, if you meet them, they're like, hey, go this direction, and then you go there and you end up in a whole different reality. Unless, like, I think you have to hop in the van for a little bit. But there's, like, a van one. SCP-2590, so that, yeah, because, like, you have to hitchhike, I believe, or at least ask for direction. One of the two. SCP-2590 selectively interacts with tangible objects, allowing it to pass through physical matter. For this reason, the Foundation has been unable to physically contain it. That makes sense. That's why it's probably kettler as well, because you cannot... you cannot grab it, sir! This was discovered when SCP-2590 passed through a Foundation roadblock unhindered. It has also, on occasion, avoided collision this way. SCP-2590 has not refueled since it came under Foundation monitoring, nor has it broken any traffic laws. But hey, at least it behaves. Besides driving right through roadblock, it has behaved. At times determined by unknown variables, SCP-2590 will park at the side of the road or in the parking lot, and a trailer door will open of its own accord for exactly 60 seconds before closing again. The variable says the shortest observed time between instances was 6 days, 4 minutes, and 24 seconds, while the longest was 10 months, 8 days, 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 45 seconds. Okay. That's a... maybe, you know, maybe he has a vacation. During the time the door is open, the trailer will be occupied by a single object. The object within the trailer is different each time the door closes and opens again. Each instance is unique and no object has ever been observed twice. Hey, Sally! Hey, it's a Pokeball! Attempts at entry or exit. Imagine if it was, actually. Like, imagine if it's a Pokeball and it actually, like, you can use it and there's a Pokemon in it. Attempts at any... Sorry, I may have, like, Pokemon in my mind right now because I started a whole new channel an ASMR channel. And the first 3, it's about me doing pixel art in Minecraft and just talking a little bit more on the lower side and just saying what's on my mind, talking about my day. And the first sprites I've been making, the first pixel arts I've been making, not sprites, are Bulbasaur and Charmander, and next will be Squirtle. And by the time the next week rolls by, maybe something bigger, something different. Attempts at entry or exit from SCP-2590 while the trailer is open have been met with failure due to an invisible barrier. The barrier also seems to stop sound from escaping. Okay, and here we have a list of SCP-2590 objects. Why is my ear so itchy right now? Presented in chronological order. Crazy is here! Hey, you haven't missed much. We still had the first one. Ghost truck. Well, not really ghost truck. A truck that's intangible because you can just pass through things, and the driver is some sort of shadowy figure. Which, now that I think about it, you and I, we had a deal with shadowy figures last weekend in the train, so... but yeah, so far it looks like it doesn't seem to be causing any road illegal actions except passing through roadblocks, and it sometimes stops for different amounts of time by like it just parks, doors open, and it just stays there for random amount of time. The shortest amount of time was 6 days, and the longest amount of time was 10 months. And now we go, and every time the door opens, there's a random object there. So now that's what we're reading. So basically, the train, but on the road. So far, nobody's being sexually assaulted. So let's not go that far yet. Let's not go that far yet. This truck, the driver of the truck is driving legally. He's not breaking any laws. Presented in chronological order are objects observed inside SCP-2590 since it came under the Foundation surveillance on the 25th, 3rd, 2007. Also crazy, tomorrow is going to be a milestone because for every 100 SCP that's a mini milestone, and for every 1,000 SCP that's the big boy milestone. So tomorrow is going to be our milestone reading of starting the 2600. So I hope I see you there. If not, that's fine. It happens. But I hope people join for to jumping into the new hundreds. Well, okay. Here are the objects. Number 1, chocolate candy bar, Kit Kat Chunky brand. Number 2, small cardboard box labeled Jim's collectibles with black marker. Number 3, blank Polaroid photograph. 4, VHS tape, unlabeled. 5, smartphone, iPhone 3G model. 6, human male, approximately 30 years of age. During observation, the object showed considerable distress, attempting several times to escape SCP-2590. All escape attempts failed due to the barrier and the door closed before further measures could be taken. Okay, that's actually kind of... that would actually kind of look a little bit creepy. Imagine like the door opens and you just find yourself in a truck and you cannot leave because there's a barrier. Especially if it's like one of those like because again, the truck being parked and having the door open, the lowest amount of time that has passed is 6 days. So at least 6 days this man is just it's just in there. What do you mean that's a child? It says here 30 years of age. Wait, did I miss something? Number 7, red apple. Number 8, large silver sphere with no features or identifying marks. The object hovered approximately 2.5 meters above the floor of the trailer by unknown means. Oh, never mind. Brother, how did you get child? Where did you... Oh, it's here. Yeah, wait, hold on. You skipped ahead, brother. Okay, hold on. Let's get here. The object hovered approximately 0.5 meters above the floor of the trailer by unknown means. Number 9, a lit light bulb. There was no visible power source inside the trailer, and it's unknown if the object was able to function. Number 10, human male of approximately 11 years of age. Here we go. That's the thing you read. Subject appeared to be stricken with panic. Subject was reported to have not attempted escape from SCP-2590, with Agent Orpik stating in his report that the subject was paralyzed with fear. What is this shadowy figure doing to these people? Number 11. Human female of approximately 40 years of age. Subject recognized Agent Inglis, who had defined the subject as her sister. Agent Inglis was said by her partner, Agent Schultz, to be in considerable distress. Efforts to recover subject from SCP-2590 failed. Soon after, Agent Inglis' sister was found at home unharmed and said that she had been cleaning at the time of the incident. She denied that she had been anywhere else during that time. Okay. Interesting. So, is it just an illusion that it's supposed to be the sister? Like all these objects that they're seeing something that has a meaning to each of the agents, and that's why doppelgangers. Unsure about that, because the title is also called Trailer Trash. So I'm trying to think what. Because that must be a hint, right? The trailer is definitely meaning the truck. The transportation truck, that's for sure. But I wonder why trash. Okay, let's go on. Number 12. Human male identified as Agent Moore. Of note is that Agent Moore was on duty with Agent Hall at the time of this instance. Moore was said by his partner to be puzzled and shocked. Something inside SCP-2590 also appeared to recognize his duplicate outside of the instance. Attempts to extract the subject once again failed. I'm sorry, Agent Moore's sister is trash. Again, we'll see if that's actually what this SCP is implying, or if it's because again, the fact that we have a lot of agents and like other humanoid beings inside the truck is making it a lot more complicated than just like, oh, it's a random object, right? Number 13, Incident -1, 4/1, 2008. Oh god, it's an incident. Eyeball of an unknown species measuring approximately 2 meters in diameter. What the fuck? What the hell? Agents Killhorn and Hayes were on duty at the time, and video footage shows the object rotate 180 degrees to view them. Both agents reported a feeling of intense uneasiness and nausea, followed by sharp abdominal pain once SCP-2590's door closed. Following their shift, the agents were sent for medical evaluation, where X-ray examination revealed potentially malignant tumors growing inside the agents' large intestines. Surgery was successful in removing those growths, and both agents have since made full recoveries. What the fuck kind of eyeball was that? Number 14. Human female, identified using dashboard camera footage as Dr. Subject attempted an unsuccessful escape. Subject tried to converse using sign language, which neither agent could understand due to the lack of training. Oh, well, that's pretty shitty. I feel like all MTF agents or anybody in the SCP Foundation should learn sign language. I think that's like a necessary thing. The real doctor was found to be in the break room inside at the time of this instance. Number 15, human male identified as 05. They look sponged. And now we have a number 16, incident 2. 26/7/2011. A large steel slab, the front face of which appeared to fit the dimensions of the doorway perfectly. The slab displayed the logo of the Foundation. 16 seconds into the instance, copious amounts of blood began to drip downwards from the top of the object from an unknown source. It continued to pour until the slab was no longer visible, with liquid welling up at the unseen barrier. At 52 minutes, I assume, of the instance, the slab and an immense amount of blood, almost the entire volume of the trailer, launched out of SCP-2590, traveling towards observing agents Inglis and Schultz at a speed of approximately 190 km per hour, which are the two sisters. 6 members of MTF Gamma 133 Street Sweepers were deployed to the scene to investigate and initiate cleanup efforts. Inglis and Schultz were pronounced dead at the scene. Jesus Christ, I got... I mean, to be fair, 190 kilometers per hour of blood, high volumes of blood hitting you, that will kill you. A 2-kilometer perimeter in every direction was established, and Class A amnestics were administered to individuals within it. Addendum A, subsequent DNA tests on the blood ejected from SCP-2590 have indicated that it to be roughly 50% Inglis and 50% Schultz. It's their blood? The steel slab, which was undamaged from the collision with the agent's vehicle, has been taken into Foundation custody for lab analysis. What in the hell is going on? They got killed by their own a mixture of each other's blood. Incident number 3. There's another incident. Oh god. We had giant. The angels are coming for you, but listen, your life could depend on this. Don't blink, don't even blink, blink, and you're dead. They are fast, and you. Are you talking about the angels from Doctor Who? Like, why? Are you okay? Do you get hit by one of those shame messages that you have to like send to other people? On the 4th, 12, 2011, approximately 3:15 o'clock, SCP-2590 traveled to the location of an abandoned warehouse where its tracking beacon ceased operation. 8 members of MTF Gamma 133, henceforth referred to as Alpha Squad, were dispatched to the warehouse. Inside, SCP-2590 was found traveling at low speed deeper into the building. 2 members of Alpha Squad were left outside to keep watch. Radio contact was maintained with Alpha Squad leader during the investigation. The following is a log of communications between Alpha Squad leader and the Mobile Task Force commander of Gamma 133. So just something random from the day? Yeah, random, I guess, yeah, that definitely describes it. 319 hours, or 319 hours. Alpha Squad leader. Alright, we're inside the building. We have a visual on SCP-2590. Same hours, but now we have MTF Gamma 133. Okay. Anything unusual inside? Nothing we can see so far. It just looks like a plain abandoned warehouse. Update: the skip has started moving away from us. Looks like it's headed away from the entrance. Alpha Squad, follow the target. Find out where it's going. It's going slowly enough that we can keep up on foot. It's headed towards what looks like a service tunnel or sewer of some sort. Stay alert. It's getting dark from down here, Alpha Squad. Turn on your headlamps. How bad is the visibility? Can't see a fucking thing. Maybe 10, 15 meters ahead at best. This tunnel just keeps going and going. It's headed downhill now. Thatcher, how far has it been? Also, I'm sorry, it has been like multiple hours. Actually, no, multiple minutes. It's now, yeah, like 15 minutes have passed. Pardon me. Now we have 334 hours. Another voice can be heard. 334 hours. Okay, still. We covered about 200 meters. Nothing else to report. 417 hours. The sound of SCP-2590's trailer door opening can be heard. The skip's trailer door is opening. I repeat, target's trailer door is opening. What do you see? 1 second. It's a big sheet of what looks like parchment. It says, "I'm just delivering a message." Is there anything else? Nothing. Just a parchment and text. Alpha Squad, proceed with caution. 1 minute later. Aye. We descended about a kilometer now. We still haven't seen the end of this thing. Note this is geographically impossible as the warehouse is overlooking a cliff. Okay. 419. Alpha Squad, be advised you are continuing into a confirmed spatial anomaly. That tunnel shouldn't be there. If anything particularly unusual happens, pull out there immediately. Affirmative. 423 hours. The air is bad down here. We are detecting higher levels of carbon monoxide, though that may be unintelligible. Radio reception for Alpha Squad leader degrades sharply at this point. Squad leader, do you read me? We're losing you. Yes, we seem to be unintelligible. Interference, please. Unintelligible. 1 minute later. Squad leader, come in. Squad leader, please respond. No response. Damn it. And then 429 hours. Radio contact terminated on Alpha Squad's side. Ooh. Also, I noticed you're a new character. No, I'm just great. Yeah, no, Crazy has been with us a couple times. Alpha died. Yeah, either they died or they're forever stuck. Okay, the channel remained open for an additional 6 hours, after which the two Guardian agents were recalled to MTF Gamma 133 base, and Alpha Squad was declared MIA. On the 11th, 2015, radio contact was made on Alpha Squad leader transponder once again. The following are the communication logs from when the radio contact was re-established. Come in, MTFC. I repeat, come in, MTFC. This Alpha Squad leader, do you copy? Who's this? How did you get this comm channel? This is Alpha Squad leader. We lost communication with you there for a few minutes. State your full name and rank, soldier. Staff searching MTF Gamma 133. What's going on, sir? MTFC searching database. Alpha Squad leader, you and your squad has been MIA for almost 3.5 years. I'd say you have some explaining to do. Sir, we were pursuing SCP-2590 when we lost radio contact with you. We couldn't go any further because of the carbon monoxide. So we turned back to re-establish communication. We weren't gone longer than 15 minutes. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Were you able to collect further intel on SCP-2590? Negative. Once we turned back, the skip just kept going. Like it knew we weren't coming with it. Very good. Alpha Squad, you can come home now. You can come home now. 3 years have fucking passed. And then the report from Alpha Squad leader confirmed the warehouse to contain a temporal and spatial anomaly. The building has been purchased by a Foundation front company to prevent civilian access. SCP-2590 was tracking exiting the warehouse approximately 5 minutes after Alpha Squad was recalled to MTF Gamma 133 base. Okay, let's start to theorize a little bit. So, not only do we have a truck with a phantom rider, and the truck itself is intangible, and sometimes the object in the truck is either an object or a human being, and they're panicking, but the person who is supposed to be in there says, I wasn't in there. Now, what if, because we have some time and space bending happening here, what if this is a moment in somebody's like future? What if somebody gets taken by the truck in the future, got put in the truck, went through the warehouse, went back in time, and is then panicking in front of them, which would then explain why they would see them and the other person's like, I don't know any of this. That's just a theory though, I could be fully wrong. Because like at the end, I'm actually gonna look at the discussion, see what there's a lot of back and forth happening in discussion that nobody seems to like really talk about the end. They're saying which incident doesn't make sense to them. So, what are you saying here? I could see this as a time loop scenario where there are multiple scenarios looping each other. Yeah, I'm still trying to think like where the title trailer trash comes from. And why like some of the objects are like so extreme, like the giant eyeball and the blood that shot out at 190 kilometers per hour seems a little bit out there. Like where did it come from? Where did it get that stuff? But it doesn't quite explain the accuracy to the people, or yeah, like the eye. Yeah, because like. So the warehouse is a spatial anomaly, and there's like random objects. Like I'm trying to like make sense of all of it together as a whole. Like I think like if it was just a truck that just drove into a warehouse and then like and then caused some spatial and like some time anomaly, that by itself I can be like, okay, I can see that. But the fact that there's also random objects, I'm just trying to be like, okay, what has this to do with that now, right? And sometimes SCPs are like that. Sometimes they have two different effects that have nothing to do with each other. It's just that, just different effects that are happening. But I was kind of like hoping a little bit of an explanation why Agent Schultz saw her sister in in the truck. Maybe I missed it. People on YouTube, you can write in the comments. Maybe I missed. Maybe I just didn't look into it deep enough, or maybe I just missed the explanation by like misinterpreting something. But I would like to know, like, why were certain agents in the truck? Why were certain humans in the truck? Like, what was the criteria that led them in there? I'm thinking doppelganger somehow. Yeah, like, I think that's like the closest thing we got now, because like why that's the only way to explain like why none of the, that's at least it's one way to explain why the person that's supposed to be in the truck has no memories or doesn't know anything about it. Remember the tarp? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I do. Yeah, but again. Then again, it just makes you like wonder like why them specifically, right? Even if it's a doppelganger scenario, like why them? Like what did they contribute to this? Why was Agent Schultz sister this very specific one, or Agent Moore? Like what was the reason for the doppelganger to be there? If it is a doppelganger situation, then why them? And the shadowy figure is not even in the car at that moment, so like, did he just take another version of them and just like kept them in there? Like, for what reason? Like, what? That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of questions. I think the whole the whole like opening the door and there's somebody in it. What if it's a reality band trying to send a message? It did say that, right? It did say like I'm just delivering a message. Yeah, you're right. It could, but then if it's okay, the agents, yeah. But then who was the child, and who was the random man and woman? Well, the woman was the sister. Who was the other man? That was a lot of questions, a lot of questions for sure.